The recording is now active.
Oh,
Welcome to Atlan-Tion. I'm DM Mig, and this is my Players Session 0 for Odin.
I'm playing Svara, a ninth dimensional angel with the power of uh holiness,
Power of Valor. You are
valor.
the Angel of SVR is the name of the Angel of Valor, and Svara is the avatar, the fourth dimensional avatar that Svara is stuffed into. Uh, like like too much meat into a sausage.
Yeah.
We're doing Svara's session 0. We've been discussing a couple of things. I've been giving Odin knowledge of naming conventions of the celestial and infernal worlds, and how four letter names are divine or otherwise patronable beings. A three letter name is a minor power. So SVR as a three lettered name, uh, Svara is basically one step below a god. Um, One step below a demigod, really. I mean, as an angel of valor, you carry out the will of the traveler, also known as MKHL.
MKHL.
Yes,
Got
Mahal,
it.
which is also the name of the fifth planet, which is named after the god, the traveler.
The traveler. I think
So
it's so cool that me and Nilla worship the same god, by the way. It's gonna be a conversation in later sessions.
I hope that I'm hoping to create some synergy there, actually. So
Oh,
because
cool.
the whole party beforehand, everybody's been doing their own thing. Everyone's
Yeah.
been representing a different part of the world. So there was very little holding you all together.
hmm
So
Except for the power of friendship.
yes, the power of what the hell is that thing chasing us?
Yeah.
So that hopefully there will be you will be all be able to create some cool moments of your own, and come up with some good moments for your backstory.
Totally.
We've also been going over as far as incredibly overpowered one spell one attack to rule them all, um, and consume your entire at the entire action economy for 2 rounds, um,
Yeah.
which we will give you a chance to do it here shortly.
Oh.
So it is so because you are in because SVR is a nine-dimensional being. They have the ability to perceive across time as well.
Can you give me just like
Sure.
1 second? Sorry.
Okay, so as the angel of valor, you have been you have you have existed for eons, on on the on the world of Mokal, Mohal, which is the same as the
The fifth planet, right?
yes, which is the fifth planet. Sorry, I'm trying to get this up so that I can.
Remind me, McCall is the. If it's the fifth planet, it has to be like Jupiter, right?
Uh, if you would, can you see the share?
If okay, sure, yeah, okay, yes, I can see.
So this is the
Okay,
this is the solar system
right,
which you reside in. This
McCall.
this
Oh,
small planet
that's okay.
is the fifth planet. So here's the sun, Raylu the Bright,
Really, the bright.
which is the personification of positivity
Nice.
and bountifulness. Like the light, the god of
Yeah.
light. of light and plenty, is embodied by the sun. This small planet here in front is called Bodashui, also known as the Weaver, because of the intricate designs that it makes in
Yeah.
in the sky that its gravity well makes. The second planet is Sukhrist, the Measurer, which is kind of the one of the long count calendar keepers, that allows you to know exact by comparing those two planets. You're able to calculate about where you are in a gravitic cycle of the
Yeah.
solar system.
So sort of like the North Star, kind of.
Uh, Sort of more like an hour hand and a minute hand.
Cool.
And then you have the second hand, which is the third planet, Terra.
Terra.
Terra ha-
That's where we are.
yes, Terra has two moons. Mena is the small moon, and Lunis is the larger moon. They are tidally locked to each other, so they
Oh,
orbit
that's really cool.
they orbit each other, um,
That's sick.
and they are named for the formal names of Bahamut and Tiamat.
Cool.
Lunas being the divine dragon horse, and Mena being the draconic abomination
Yeah.
personification of chaos. So yin and yang, more or less.
Cool. I like
Um,
that.
the personification of yin and yang. And
Yeah.
whereas if you look on the deity chart I shared with you, you
Yep.
have you have the traveler is
The
singularity.
Raven.
So it so
Cool.
yes, he's the, the traveler often appears in the guise of a raven to many peoples. Uh,
Dude.
to the to the sea folk, he appears as or it appears they
Yeah.
appear as a cowled figure that you can't see the face of, but you can
Mhm.
just see the tip of a nose or maybe a beak or something at
Right.
the end of the darkness.
That's what we saw in the we saw yeah, yeah. That's so cool.
Yes, and that is the deity
It's my god.
that you work for,
Yeah.
and you came into being on the planet for which he is named.
Right.
Between Terra and Mokal is
Is a posset.
Apostate, which is the physical personification of the god of opposition, um, which
Which
it,
is a posset.
which is a posset. A posset often appears as a
Oh, you have different notes for the gods? That's so cool. That's awesome.
yes, and actually, as a musician, hopefully, you will be able to look at the different keys, and you might see a pattern there. Um,
Which
so
we have like F sharp, which for wait, so a posset, a D flat. That actually D flat, at least on the trombone, D flat is like a very wacky thing that you really don't want to go. It's in fifth position, which is super hard to hit, and it's super wacky, and it's always out of tune. And
I chose
um,
them for a reason. Um, a posset is the god of the principle of opposition.
right,
Also represented in the I gotta find that. That's what I was looking for. Um, I was looking for this.
posset the Taurus. That makes
Uh, so I'm gonna switch off. I'm gonna switch away from the. I'm gonna switch away from the the solar system graphic here for a moment. The other planets are named for the other gods. I'm not that I don't want to go into
Yeah,
detail with right now. Um,
I will. I will. I will research.
but
What is?
I definitely wanted to share this with you as well.
I've
This
seen
is
that.
this
That's your
is
background a lot.
this is the divine calendar. If you look
Ooh.
at this, this is a graphical Fibonacci sequence
Yeah.
laid out in a in the same way that wires lay inside of each other. So think of this as a thread of reality.
Yeah.
This is what was broken.
Oh. So what on that got broken?
So if you recall, there were eight different
Rifts.
there were eight different
Cracks.
rifts, and then there was one rift that there were many facets of that had
Oh
been
right.
because it was all there was one that there were reflections coming from all directions as small cracks were all
Yeah.
part of that. So that was the central spoke, which was the first main one, which is when Stephen Amber
Yeah.
was convinced by Vishamus to to go eradicate humans
Yeah.
and go before the gods, and that was the central thing that he
That
did
happened. Yeah.
that happened. And that was the thing that you guys talked your way through. You're like, no, don't
Yeah.
do it. And he said, oh, okay,
Oh.
there you go.
Okay.
You sure you want to trivialize the whole encounter? Be my guest. Um,
Yeah.
but that's that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. Um, you guys still got the loot,
Yep. We did.
the central thing. Now, next you will notice that as a graphical Fibonacci sequence, so it goes. If you look at the order of the gods as well, you notice that you have one, and then you have two, then you have three, then you have
Yeah.
five. So
What?
they are groups, and then you start piling them on top of each other to create the other numbers. So
Yeah. Oh.
you had to go through each one of these basic basic like they're they're they were each they were each pieces of the sequence that Vishamus was trying to manipulate in order to uh,
I just noticed.
in order to save Elspeth.
Yeah. I just noticed on each side opposite it, there's a skull and there's a flower. Life and death. On the top, there's fire and ice. On the sides, there's nature and rock, right? And on
Yes,
the I don't is that like a pomegranate
it's a pomegranate and a candle.
and a candle, meaning like natural resources and like human interaction. That's so cool.
As well on the outside, this
There's
is
the yeah. There's the raven, the travelers at the top.
right.
Yeah, I noticed. That was the first thing I noticed. All the animals.
So these also correspond to the months of time, which are which is which there are 13 months of each of 30 days, and then there is a short intercalary period to restaurant to that is and each month is wherever it's located. This whole thing in all of reality, the way that Svara sees it from 9 dimensions, is you have all of these different pieces of the solar system that are
Yeah.
all intertwined with each other, and all the gravity is kind of like a huge a huge 5-dimensional crochet skein that that's all interlaced with itself, and all
It,
of the different stars and everything, and all the different solar systems out there are all part of these crocheted
oh,
bits of knots.
S-
They're knots of energy that are tied up
so
to each other.
if you put a hole in it, the entire thing is ruined,
Right.
basically.
So
Okay.
you start cutting bits out of it, and it starts
Yeah.
loosening up and coming free from itself, and the whole thing starts unraveling.
Yeah.
And that's what Vishamus's actions were doing
Mm.
as he went from place to place. At first, the first thing the at first what he did was he went back to save Elspeth,
Right.
but he was told you can only save one of them. So he
And
that
one of who? One of the entire party?
what one of the one of his only one of his family. So he had to choose
Oh.
between Villicent and Elspeth.
Oh God.
And so he locked Villy into the ring to protect her,
Right. Yeah.
and
And chose Elspeth.
went to go save Elspeth. In
Got it.
doing so, breaking his pact.
Oh. With who? Oh. Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
where we're going
Okay.
so
Got it.
where we're going to start is at the dawn of time,
Ooh.
as the as the solar system is coming together. You are you slowly come to awareness of you slowly come to awareness of being. um,
Oh. Hey,
you
I'm
are
alive now.
you're looking around and at what's around you, and there's a comfortable warm being, just kind of wrapping you up, and pulling you forth from the surface of this planet, that's in this solar system, with all sorts of other planets around that you realize you can see. And oh, what's this thing? These are
Yeah.
hands, and
I'm
you
in my ninth dimensional form at the moment, right?
yes, yes you
Got it.
are.
I'm just like a weird like thing.
Your perception stretches to other galaxies.
Oh
Um,
wow. Okay.
it stretches across the known universe and the unknown universe, and you can push your sight
Wow.
beyond, and you can look down into webs of reality that extend outward into a sort of
Hmm.
mycelial network that reaches out, and it's all kind of this tenderly foam substance that you can move your awareness through. But you realize that you yourself are 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 your home, so to speak, is this one little node that's traveling here, not even near the center, just kind of off to the side, inconspicuous, um,
Hmm.
just like many other places of the universe. Um, but you can literally go anywhere within the universe that you choose,
Yeah.
um, just by thinking yourself there,
That's
and all
awesome.
the knowledge of the universe is open to you as well. You can see into the you can see in down all these different webs of reality. You can focus your attention on one, and you kind of absorb the entire history of that time stream all at once, and you can ponder it
Wow.
and cogitate it.
That
Uh,
like all the knowledge of everything is here.
yes, life, the universe,
And
everything.
everything. 42.
As you as you be your as your awareness kind of comes back and reaccretes to the spot where you are being drawn from from the planet's essence itself. You realize that you are but a part of this creature that this entity that you see before you, that is nothing but that is wearing a cloak that is so finely woven it almost appears to be feathers rustling around a darkened hood, and just the very tip of a proboscis or a nose or a beak or something is just at the edge of the shadow, just at the edge of sight. And this is, and you realize that this is the face of your creator, your patron,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
parent,
Parent. Guardian.
and
Many names.
it looks at you and says, "You are SVR. You are a spirit of valor and honor, and you keep watch upon heroes. This is your
What?
purpose.
This is my purpose.
You will enjoy this."
I will enjoy this.
Yes. There are four lights. Um, you spend a long time. One time is relative as well.
Yeah.
Perusing the universe, looking for heroes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, one time, a few eons later, after you've had many after you've recorded many valorous deeds, and you have both aided, rescued, and brought to their patron, your god,
My God.
their
Yeah.
souls back to them, so that their story may be spread, and remembered in song and by deed. You
Mm-hmm.
you you feel a tug one day, almost like, not like a, a small child, tugging at the hem of your shirt.
Yeah.
It's almost like, oh crap, is that a what,
Yeah.
you catch yourself on the cheek with a fish hook, or
Oh.
something catches you on the cheek with a fish hook. It's like, what is
Yeah.
that?
I'm like, what is that? Ah.
And there is some being has the temerity to summon to be doing a conjuration on you.
Oh. My.
It
Well.
it's it and you see that there's a small gate a small swirl in reality that's opening a wormhole to a place not too far away from where you are, but but it's it's still it's kind of inconvenient. It's kind of inconvenient. It's a little
Mm.
it's not I mean it won't take you much to get there, but you're also uh, you're also not really not you're I mean the conditions on the other side are, you know, very primitive in that
Mm.
section. So you are
Yeah.
so your physical essence is currently here
Yeah.
on Mokal, and you're being pulled from a from a place on the planet Terra,
Mm. Well.
a place that you have visited before, uh, but not in several thousand of its years.
Yeah. When was there now? When was there? The renovations.
You were there. You were there. There was an attempt. There was an attempt by the inhabitants of the fourth planet to create a gate to that place,
Mm.
but which was viewed on Mokal as a generally bad idea,
Yeah.
because the surface conditions on Apostet are about the pressures about the pressure of the atmosphere is about
Yeah.
200 times that of
Oh God.
Terra. So not to mention that the temperature is a couple thousand Kelvin higher,
Mm-hmm.
on a posset. So opening up a rift, I mean, it would cause a chain reaction in the atmosphere of Terra that would burn the atmosphere off, and
Yeah.
would just generally turn it into a lifeless nothing.
Yeah.
So you went there, and you helped out, uh,
Hmm.
helped them disassemble the thing that was going to potentially burn the planet off.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Um, there was actually there was actually a there was actually an insectoid creature
Mm.
in a golden suit there,
Oh.
that was highly complimentary, and brought an entire nation to the worship of Mokal.
Oh wait, that's not Beisha. That's his Kaziz, isn't it? It has to be. It has to be. Oh, that's yeah. The references.
Yes, as a matter of fact, now that you're focusing on that moment again, it comes back to you, you're standing there for you're stand. Actually, roll me an insight check.
That's a that my first role in this character is a nat 20. I kid you not.
Excellent. That bodes very well. So you concentrate upon that moment, and you find yourself back in that moment, where the golden armored four armed two legged creature, and with large antennae and fiercely glowing compound eyes stands next to you, on the field of battle, far off in the. Oh, I have a picture of this. Um, Far off in the distance, um, on the field of battle, you on the field of battle you see, uh, uh, come on, you know you want to do it. Come on, Discord. Okay, better start.
Nice.
Better stop streaming first.
Perfect.
You see this.
Oh.
You and the golden
Insectoid.
insectoid are standing right at the focus of this, and you can see off in the distance, the with especially with your sight, you know that a posset is in the process of lining up
Oh.
those stones right there. You can see the large circular stone with a red eldritch light, as runes that have been painted on in blood are glowing with fierce magics.
Hmm.
With your nine-dimensional vision, you can see the flow of magical energy flowing into this, and you can see the tendril that you can see gravity beginning to become thin and focused, and reaching out, like a tornado will drop the funnel down. You can see
Yeah.
it pointing back towards a posset. It's in the process
Oh.
of happening, and the battle is raging around there. The
Yeah.
very last protectors of a posset are these glowing red demons. There are seven of them, and they're huge. They're each the size of you, the size and power of
Yeah.
you, and they're standing guard, and each of them have these large weapons. One of them has what looks like a huge sharpened crook, on a long pole arm. Another one has two long batons that they just
Yeah.
smack together, and just paste entire legions
Oh.
of these insect people that have just come to rescue you,
Right.
because the forces of Apostate had been winning against the defenders of Terra that had been massed there. uh,
Yeah.
largely because of the power of the 8 demons there. But
Right. This is
then
this is the war where the Dark Hive came in and saved everyone.
precisely. Uh, so
Yes.
you seeing the imbalance that was happening came down in a flash from Mokal and smote the one of the 8 demons imme-
Just by landing.
just by landing on him, and you just and just pasted him.
Nice.
In doing so, slowing them down so that way, because they were powering the thing up,
Yeah.
and the tendril of reality, the tendril of singularity was beginning to reach out, and you're like, oh no, that's not good. Bam.
No, no, no. Yeah.
So you have already used your combo once here.
Oh yeah.
That is currently on a cool. All of those abilities are currently expended.
Oh,
Okay,
no spell slots.
right.
Oh.
It's okay. You're not going to need them.
Okay.
This is
Good.
lore. This is just lore.
Lore.
Uh,
Lore.
so you're standing there, and Master Hizkaziz comes up to you and says, "I believe we shall win. I believe we shall win the day, but it shall require the sacrifice of the sacrifice of much of my hive. We are willing to. Our queen is willing to give us. Sorry, I'm doing this wrong. Our queen is willing to is
Nice.
willing to is willing to give this up. Is but tell me, great powerful angel, if your master is so great, will he come and take the souls of all those that fall today?
Does the traveler take souls?
It's your job to take the souls of those who die in of those who die
All of
in
them?
valor. You can take
All of
all
them.
of them if you want to.
Right, because the Valkyries. The
Right.
Valkyries brought. Yes. Yes. Okay. Um, I can. I
Tell
can
me,
probably.
will Mughal take all of us if we give our lives to prevent to if we give our lives with valor?
McCall is will accept anyone. Anyone who dies in valor is accepted into the Great Hall of McCall.
Then we shall see you in Mughal's halls. Forward to battle!
Charge!
And the hives all 26 of them
All
surge
26.
forward into the breach, and the 7 demons are just
Yeah.
mowing them down by the
Oh
hundreds.
God.
But they begin piling up higher and higher as the individuals are all fighting as one hive, each one. So 26 different super organisms reach up, and you can see Master Hizkaziz's eyes are glowing, and his helmet is shining with an interior light, and you can
Yeah.
see through the threads of magic and reality that he is guiding all of the hives in
Oh,
one
it's a hive
huge
mind.
in one huge
Nice.
gestalt attack, unifying. It looks like at least 3 million different individuals into one fighting force that is just mowing down and just chewing away at these
Yeah.
at these at these remaining 7 demons. As you look through the threads of reality, you see that, yes, this will be a success, but this ring, this ring cannot be allowed to stay here, or the next time a posset is in position again, they'll just try again.
Yeah. They'll just try again, and it'll happen again.
But you watch as the insectoids are just wasted by the millions,
Right. Yeah.
here in front of you, as the demons the last 3 standing, each each kind of connect to each other, and you can see them beginning to just flow and merge together, and they all
Whoa.
each begin building with a huge red light that's magnified by the stone as well. And you watch as as they use the stone to focus a and create a small bit of a posset right there.
Yeah.
They sacrifice themselves to create a momentary the to create momentary oh, did I lose you? Oh no, don't freeze.